So traders, let me give you well, firstly, hey traders, my name is John Howell. Welcome to my channel. I want to give you a bit of an update on where I see that Bitcoin could be actually heading towards, and some projections and so on and so forth. And I'll look at Ethereum and some other coins as well too. So let's go straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, let's get straight into it. Today's one of the last days that I'm actually running my webinar that I've been running that walks you through the 3 things you need to know to make good income, plus also my #1 trading system. So very first thing in the description, guys, go get access to that because I'm pulling it down. So the thing that I'm looking at right now when it comes to Bitcoin is, let's start off with Bitcoin, okay? So the projection that I see with Bitcoin, you can notice that on the daily charts here, that we had this sort of starter point here. And let me bring this up through here, okay? So you can see, look at this here. So all I did is I grabbed this sort of starter point down the bottom here, had a little bit of a bounce here. All right, so you could probably noticed, right? So we had a little bit of a bounce once and then bounce twice, and then look at this chugga 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 chugga, right? Chugga chugga. Wow. Just crazy move, right? And then just all the way up. So then we came down. And all I did is that, okay, you know what? Let's actually this here. So we got and then we got a support line here and a support line here. And all I did was I grabbed this level through here. Okay, so if I do this, right? Notice see how it's the exact same angle, and I just projected it up, and look at that there. The exact same angle projects it up, and as you can see, we can see that we have 1, 2. Look at that there, but it's not a double top, right? It's more like the angle of this channel is pretty much spot on, and look at that that sort of resistance point through there. So the purpose of me doing that is that if you actually look at the good old Bitcoin, that's actually probably not even useless. That is actually useless through there. But if we have a look at where Bitcoin is right now, we're just going sideways. So that's actually bullish. This is actually bullish here. We're not getting a drop. We're just going up, and we're now just going sideways. We're getting a bit of volatility through here, so we're developing a bit of what we call time. And so looking at this here, it does look like we're probably likely to go for another run soon. Okay, so another run. And a run could be, if we start to make our way back up again, we could start. People use all these numbers and it's going to go to 100,000 and so on and so forth. It may do that, but right now it looks like we have a bit of a, depending on how long this goes sideways for, right? But sort of this top of this channel right here on Bitcoin is where I would see it going. Now, it depends on how fast we get there. But people actually have 100,000 Bitcoin. For that to be sort of on the books on 100,000 Bitcoin, that's actually 100,000 Bitcoin up here. Now, that may happen, right? We could break out of this channel here and then break to the upside and run to 100,000. That could possibly happen. But on a conservative target, I see this thing running to the top of the channel. So now it depends on what happens. If we go sideways for quite some time, we go sideways like this here, right, into 2022 now, because we've had a big move, and then we start to make a break up, and then we start to do this. Right, yeah, we could do that, right? But if we start to move up and we get to this sort of trend line here, that's where we're going to find a lot of resistance. So the target for me was wherever this channel is in place. Looks like we're going to get there. And I know I'm going to get some bumblebee saying, John, you're an idiot. You can't apply technical analysis to the good old Bitcoin. Well, guess what? I just did, you dumbass. So shut up and sit down. Same for the good old Ethereum, right? Same for the good old Ethereum. All I've done is I've just applied some simple analysis. You can see how we're in a very nice sort of resistance point through there, and I've just applied it to the resistance point up there, and you can see we're actually getting very close to actually even a channel where we are right now. So we've got the big channel here, 1, 2, and now we also have the smaller channel, which is this point through here, and this is also a projection there. So you can see as this continue to crawl up, we're probably going to get a lot of resistance around Ethereum, especially around that as this thing continues up. So especially around the 5,200 to 5,600, that level through there is definitely going to cause a lot of issues for Ethereum. Let's move over now through to Neo. Nothing to do with Neo. Cardano. I actually see Cardano making a very nice move back to the upside again soon. The reason why I say that is, let me look at this here. So Cardano is actually developing a very nice, healthy pullback. And let me actually this here, right? So, oh, by the way, guys, people say, technical analysis doesn't work on like they say, you can't use TA on cryptos, right? Look at this here. Remember I said before, like the market loves to run to resistance levels. So as you can see, right, remember I said before, like with the other coins, right, we have support, we have the resistance, and then we have the support again. Look what happened here on Cardano, right? We actually had a very big move up to where? The resistance line, and then we rejected. So when I'm saying the market's likely to run to the top of resistance, probably Bitcoin is somewhere around about, Bitcoin's done this, right? Where we had the point up there, that point through there, that point. So Bitcoin's like here somewhere. So we've got to keep an eye on that as the resistance. So, and as you can see, right, all this is once again, it's just a parallel trend line, the exact same angle, projected it to the top. And as you can see, that's when we found a lot of resistance. And now we're getting a pullback from there. But if I go to my weekly chart once again, and I pull this up, right? And again, this is just simple analysis. People use so many indicators, right? You're using all these really funky dunky indicators to try to see what's really going on with the markets. And it's just read the market for what it's telling you, right? Read the what I call the flow, which is just really, where's the trend? Like higher lows, and so on and so forth, right? So we can see we're having a pullback now. Let's actually go back to the daily charts here for a minute. We are getting a very strong pullback here, aren't we? How's the Fibonacci's looking? So if I go down from the bottom to the top, okay. So we're really only around the 50% Fibonacci level, and we're holding there. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw another big pop out of Cardano soon. Again, there's no guarantees of that happening, but we're coming back down now. And if I zoom right in, let me just do this point through here. Let me zoom right in, and now let's actually get a bit of a short-term trend. That'll be that level through there, right? You can see what's happening right now. So we've got this major resistance level coming down through here. We've got this 50% Fibonacci, which is that green line. And so we're hovering around here. So we have a very short-term sort of sideways movement. And then now it looks like we could actually be getting a bit of a break to the downside. A break, but I actually do see this probably is likely to break up and then go for another run, only because the big movement is actually to the upside. Let's go have a look at Dogecoin, and there's not really much going on with Dogecoin to really talk about. There's probably a resistance level there, as we're seeing. So that's probably the resistance level through. Wrong one. Let's actually go to it again. This one right here, right? So that we're getting that level through there, as you can see. And then now we actually break up through there. And so there's not really much going on with Dogecoin. And then, but also we've got an XRP. XRP looks like it was trying to break out of that resistance level here, but we haven't actually done that yet. If I bring that up just a little bit more, where you can see that that's actually probably the channel. It's a bit of a modified sort of channel we're seeing here right now, but the XRP is definitely sort of squeezing up on here, and we're probably going to go for a bit of a big break. So it's going to be really interesting to see what actually happens with XRP. Are we going to get something like we did back here, where we get a bit of a break, or what's going to happen there? So there we go, traders. Bit of a technical analysis update for you, and I'll see you in the next video.